Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit like, and don't forget to ring my notification bell. And stay tuned for all my future vlogs. Why, hello people. It is yet another beautiful but perfect day here on the Gold Coast. I've already been for a swim. It's actually almost lunchtime, but I've managed it okay. Already. Cheers, Robert Tim's coffee here. Well, what does today bring? As I said, I've already been awake, I tidied up the house, I cooked breakfast for my two little darlings, I've been for a swim. Not that much really is going to be enjoyed today. Not that much at all. I have hit my double numbers. I'm no longer a triple numbered weight person. I'm double. I don't think I'll ever get to singles. That's just far too much. I think I'll be dead by that time. Literally under the ground, buried. I prefer burnt. Okay, not that. So today brings, it is a beautiful day here on the Gold Coast, as I showed you. I plan on taking you for a swim a bit later on. I've just really come on to have a bit of a rant. A rant about management in this hole of mine that I live in. And yes, it's a dump, it's a hole. My landlord is the perfect landlord. He's the most bestest landlord in this whole wide world. We've rented for the last 6 going on to 7 years. He's accommodated us and we've accommodated him in many ways, especially those ways when I was out of work, Alex was out of work and we had no income. But for years now we've been back on track, so that's brilliant. The rant I want to have is about a breach of my privacy. Now, recently there was a spate of car break-ins at our visitors' car spots in the complex. So you're driving through the gates and directly ahead of you are the visitor car spots. We're only supposed to have 2 cars, one parked either in our garage or in our driveway, and or both, or the visitors' car spots that are available directly outside of the unit. What really pisses me off though is, yes, it's not Bambi, is it? No. Yes, they put cameras up, great stuff. And that, honestly, it's worked because a kid did get sprung actually breaking into one of the vehicles. And you know, this has come all far too late. Both my vehicles were vandalised by Tenants' children. Thank God they're no longer here, and I won't start ranting on about that because I have ranted on far too much already about that. This one's about my privacy. I say my privacy because I can't speak for anyone else. There's a camera directly aimed at the visitors' car spots, and there's another one aimed at the pool. Now to me, I want to go swimming and I want it to be private. Okay, I'm in my costume, that's fair enough, and you can't actually go skinny dipping in the pool. But the thing is, there's already a lot that I don't get to show. Not that I would want to show, but my point is, why aim it towards the pool when you have kids at the pool, especially kids, yeah, adults, disabled people, you know, young, old people, everybody. So it really pisses me off to see that the maintenance man around here and the complex body corporate allowed one of the cameras to be shown or directed towards the pool area. Total crap. Shouldn't be allowed. And if I was going to stay here beyond the building of my home, if I wasn't going to move, I would raise an issue. See, in this complex, tenants aren't invited to the committee meetings. So technically, we're unaware of things that are occurring, like the putting up of these cameras. It was talked about ages ago, and I heard it talked about at the pool. But the thing is, this complex is mainly built on tenants, people that don't own their places, but they rent them off the owners. And we don't get a say at these meetings. And quite often they will be, the meetings will be in not disclosed areas. So for example, the local, municipality chambers, or something like that, an area that they rent or they go to where none of the tenants, just in case they find out, aren't invited. And I overheard one day that the reason why tenants don't get a say and they don't get to come to the meeting is because the owners of the properties want to sometimes bitch about the tenants, which is, I'm sorry, you just don't say that. And when I heard that said, I could have kicked up the biggest stink in the fucking whole wide world, but I didn't. And I didn't because, you know what? I wasn't sure whether one day I was going to need that committee. Well, unfortunately, one day came and is now gone, and they didn't help in any way, shape or form. When there were tenants living here with two younger daughters, yes, I'm going back to this rant again, their two younger daughters vandalised property that people owned, not cars that are worth $40,000 or $60,000 like Mercedes-Benz or Hyundais. They damaged property on the houses. They somehow ripped off fence palings and left them underneath cars so that when the car ran over it, the nail went into their tyres. That's just one thing. Breaking up an aerial, that's a second thing. And these were things that were witnessed by owners. So there were no assumptions made or anything like that. The child was witnessed doing these vandalising things. So, and I wasn't the only one affected. There were 7 other neighbours. Their mother had the hide to tell me one day that my neighbour, who I've had no issues with in this whole wide world over the 6 to 7 years that I've been with, sprayed bleach on my clothes and caused little round bleach stains on my clothes that I had hanging on the line. Number one, as I said, I've had no issues at all with my neighbour, and I think this was said because she wanted friction between myself and my neighbour. She wanted everyone to be friends with her because not only was she a very lonely woman, she was a very vindictive and cruel lady. She complained big time about her other neighbour on her side and got her kicked out. Unfortunately, when it came time for her to be kicked out because of her kids, she chose not to teach her children about consequences. So this was her big consequence, and hopefully she learns by this. But some other neighbour was also telling me that, and they're an owner in the complex, said that the previous owner that she rented from also had issues with her children. So I don't know, it seems to be an ongoing issue. But thank God she's not here anymore. But what I was saying is, how the frig... I've been neighbours with my neighbour. My neighbour was here before me, and we've been here for 6 to 7 years, which means we've been her neighbour for 6 to 7 years. Now, we've said hello to each other, we used to smile to each other, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't happen anymore because obviously whatever this woman, Sky, has told the neighbour, she's obviously totally against us now. But anyway, not the point. She blamed my neighbour's daughter for putting bleach on our clothes. And to be honest, I think my husband's totally right in saying that it was her children that did it, because we had seen and we'd warned her children with another child that actually lives here too. Up the back, I'll show it to you now, is a brick wall. And above that brick wall is another fence to another estate. Now, I've seen her kids and other neighbours as well. I've seen her kids and other neighbours' children running up and down there. Now, not only is there snakes there, there's garden. There's beautiful garden that people have gone to all the effort in the world to plant these beautiful frangipani plants. So they've gone to an effort to put in these beautiful gardens, and the kids would totally rustle up as if they're turkeys. My husband caught them once and he yelled out, "Hey, get out of that fucking garden, little shits." And that's it. We never saw them up there again until way later on. But they're gone now, so it's peace and quiet. The only thing is Sky has left us with enemies all around us, which in the long run has made us think that, you know what, stuff it. We are now building a property. We bought this place for my daughter originally, but then we've sold it again to this lovely old man, George. He's a commercial lawyer, real estate lawyer, so he loves it. We did this place up massively, so we got some really good money for it. So we're now building, and we've decided instead of actually putting that money into something, we're going to purchase something for my daughter and she can pay us back, and another girl is living with her. So we don't have a mortgage as such. We're very lucky where we don't have a mortgage. We had super that we can jump into and other stuff that we can use. So we own our properties. But getting back to my rant, a breach of privacy. It is absolutely disgusting that this thing that goes by man has put them up there, of all places to put them. He pervs on little children. Honestly, it's disgusting, and the body corporate should know better. But I'm not going to say a fucking word because, you know what, I don't care. I'm out of here anyway. So that's my rant for today. Comment below if you think that this imbecile is breaching people's privacy, especially minors. It's not good that you record kids especially at the pool playing. So yeah, this perv needs to go, I can tell you that much. But we'll end up going to before him, and I'm glad for it. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, don't forget to ring the notification bell, and I will see you again soon. Here is some closing photographs of today. This beautiful, gorgeous, perfect the one day, beautiful the next, beautiful one day, perfect the next day. It is a stunning, absolutely beautiful day. Bye bye for now.